back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast, coming at you with Wrestling.com Lucha Underground news bit on someone making some very interesting moves in the wrestling scene. I'm talking about Fenix, and even though this isn't about the Lucha Underground series, it's about someone significant on the show. So just follow me on this, alright? Well, the reason why it's also Lucha Underground show related is because this move that he's doing also poses another question. So just bear with me. The news came out. Now, this is from a couple different sources. Okay? The video I saw, or the first announcement I saw, came from luchacentral.com, talking about Rey Fenix debuting soon for CMLL. Now, that is, I don't know a lot about CMLL. I know more about AAA because I've been following that on and off over the last couple of years because of, Lucha Underground related workers working there. I've heard of a few names that work out of CMLL. That's about all I really know of. I haven't watched any CMLL shows. But this move is interesting because from what I understood in the past in reading certain articles, that AAA and CMLL are rivals. But with the wrestling world changing so much within the last year as far as different companies working together and sharing workers, I wouldn't be surprised to see someone as big of a name as Fenix making this move and showing up somewhere else. Obviously, the guy's in demand. He's in Lucha Underground, most recently in Impact. He's also on a brand new wrestling TV show, MLW, Major League Wrestling, down in Florida. In the first televised episode on beIN Sports. By the way, I started watching a couple episodes, and it's solid stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's small, it's compact, it's an hour. It's similar to, I'd say, the size crowd of Lucha Underground, maybe a little smaller. It's done in a studio setting. I haven't decided if I'm going to review it yet, but I like what I see so far. And Tony Schiavone is one of the main voices. I'll probably talk about more of this at a later time, but nonetheless, Phoenix is showing up there. Impact, of course, Lucha Underground, and all over the independents. He's also all in. So this is just a real short one along with the video. It says, as if LA Park returning to CMLL wasn't big enough, news heading into the summer, former multi-time AAA champion, multi-time Lucha Underground champion, former Crash Lucha Libre title holder, and one of the hottest independent stars in the world, Rey Fenix, is headed to CMLL as an independent. So he's not signing with them, he's just working there. Like so many other big independent stars are. They're just hopping all over the place. Kind of like Rey Mysterio. just to throw a big name out there. He's popping up all over the place. The last line here says, we thought 2017 was crazy. 2018 continues to say, hold my cerveza. Or in my case, hold my hams. So, that's what I said as a comment on there. Now, to further this, news, Lucha Blog on Twitter, with a link to his article here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. He just goes into a little more fact and a little more speculation as to what could come of this. I'll read part of this. And when I say speculation, I don't mean that as in fake news like, oh, what about this? Is this going to happen? It's all tied together. So just, because just thinking about what a lot of the news is out there is like 90% of it is speculation lately, and it's not news, but they're calling it news. It's just people guessing and writing articles, which is fun once in a while, but it seems like a majority of the news is not even real anymore, and it's like, okay, we need to get back to real news. But something like this is legit, so just bear with me here. It says, Phoenix, it starts out by saying, like what I said, today CMLL Informa, I'm assuming that's like conference, aired a teaser for Rey Fenix appearing at CMLL soon. There was no date given when he'd appear, only this trailer, and then it's like a minute-long trailer, which is all in Spanish. I couldn't understand it, but it's nonetheless, it's cool. Phoenix also confirmed it on Twitter, and then the article goes on to say, I'd expect he's not coming alone. This is interesting. Pentagon teased an appearance in Arena, Mexico on the most recent Crash show. In an interview afterwards, Phoenix teased the rebellion coming in the promo. The possibility of these luchadors coming to CMLL was first hinted at by the Wrestling Observer recently. Meltzer? Really? All right. Let's see here. Phoenix and anyone else would be expected to continue working their scheduled date. This might primarily mean some opening Friday nights. Where was that? He expects they'd still work Impact if they wanted to work Impact. So it looks like, so they're still free agents, as far as I can tell here. Phoenix and Penta were supposed to work some dates. Let me back up here. Hang on. Let me pick it up. AAA is obviously the big question here. Phoenix and Pentagon were supposed to work some dates, still have not been announced for anything. That's talking about AAA. But the slow-moving Mad angle could mean they weren't planned to come in yet. I know it's crazy, but I think that deal might still be happening. AAA's not going to have a problem with them working CMLL as long as they're still working for AAA, and CMLL would be aware that any plans for them to work with AAA before agreeing to use them. So I guess AAA would be a priority over CMLL as far as working out dates and not conflicting stuff, is what he's saying. Phoenix mentions them not coming to just CMLL, and AAA would be another place. Conan's talked a lot about wanting a wrestling world where anyone could freely work anywhere, and this would be two of his friends getting to live that out, meaning Phoenix and Pentagon. So there you have it. You know, there's some fact, some speculation in there. So what's also interesting is, along with just clicking off some windows here, along with working CMLL, Ring of Honor, from what I've heard, also has a working relationship as far as sharing talent with CMLL. You'll have to excuse me for not remembering the names. I want to say Dragon Lee, but I don't think that's right. Maybe it is. As far as one of the luchadors coming from Mexico to work in Ring of Honor. There's a few of them, from what I've heard. They've also sent guys from Japan down to Mexico. Like, oh, geez. It's one of the newer tag teams in New Japan. And they're part of that whole Juniors Cup thing going on. Yo and Show, I think. It's something like that. Anyways. So my point of this is, wouldn't it be interesting if Fenix is hopping all over the place and now also working in CMLL? Would it be interesting if he also showed up in Ring of Honor? Hell, look at Austin Aries. Austin Aries, from what I've heard, is not signed anywhere. He's not under contract. He just showed up in Ring of Honor and went against Silas Young for the TV title, I believe, in one of their last big shows. And was it in Chicago? I think it was in Chicago. In fact, I think I tried to win tickets for that one. I forget. Anyways, wouldn't it be interesting if Fenix and or his brother showed up in Ring of Honor too? Like I said, there's some speculation. I'm just saying, with all the different moves that Fenix is moving, or that Fenix is doing and moving all over the place, he's Lucha Underground, he's Impact, possibly AAA, definitely showing up in CMLL. To what extent, I don't know. Another thing I noticed is a lot of new faces showing up this weekend in AAA's big event. You'll have to excuse me. It's something Verano, I believe is what it's called. Rey Mysterio's there. Cage is there. A couple other names I noticed. Very interesting. Darby Allin. Darby Allin of WWN stuff. He's been all over there. Evolve. That whole series. He's going down to AAA. Now, I don't know if that means that he's done with Evolve. I don't know. It's just all very interesting because Evolve has kind of become like another backdoor to WWE. And I was really hoping that within another year, Darby Allin would show up like in the Cruiserweight division. That would be insane, in my opinion. Alright, but anyways, back to Fenix. Why this all ties into Lucha Underground is because I know there had been some people that have been frustrated and wanted out of their contracts. The writers and producers, though, said to them, that's fine. Give us a way, give us the time, be patient, let us write you off the show. I know Fenix is on season 4. He's in the promos. He's in the trailer. Is season 4 going to be the last season for him? I hope it isn't, because he's been a very key player. He's had some great matches, some great rivalries. The last one we saw, Mask versus Hair against Marty the Moth, one of the last things we saw of season 3. Absolutely insanity. The match is up on Marty the Moth's YouTube page, if it isn't already up on the Lucha Underground page. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm speculating about, is with Fenix bouncing all over the place now. Is that a sign that he's done? I haven't heard anything. I've heard confirmation from a couple names that they are done now with Lucha Underground, like Jack Evans. As of he's in season 4, but season 4 was it for him. You know, so season 4 is going to be very interesting as far as seeing who does what, who lasts, who sticks around, you know, and with the start of season 4 in just 2 weeks, I'm hoping we get news about season 5 tapings somewhere during the summer, you know, hopefully happening this fall. We can keep the ball rolling on this, you know. If the show is healthy and the buzz is there, I know season 4 was really hard to come by. I haven't heard all the details why, but hey, it's here now. It's exciting. Let's get excited for it. Let's help promote it, and let's hope this all continues. I think season 4 is going to be kind of the cliffhanger season, to see what happens and see who sticks around and who does what and everything, you know. So yeah, big news for Fenix. Possibly the same news coming up for Pentagon. Who knows what these guys are all doing? They're everywhere. Lucha Underground, Impact, CMLL, possibly AAA, and who knows where else. I mean, these guys are hot. My goodness. So yeah, give me your thoughts on this. Very interesting news coming out of the world of Lucha Libre. You know, talking about one of Lucha Underground's hottest stars, traveling the world right now, literally. So we'll have to see. But yeah, leave your comments, and by all means, check out WrestlingWithWrestling.com for all your wrestling news, videos, international stuff, blogs, vlogs, over 40 different contributors. I apologize, I haven't put more on there lately. I know I was putting on a lot around the time of Mania Week and leading up to that with the whole Impact versus Lucha Underground stuff. But now with Lucha Underground Season 4 coming up real soon, you'll be seeing a lot more. So, get excited for that. I know I am. And as far as my YouTube channel, if you're new to it, check it out. Plenty more content where that came from. Go check out the Lucha Underground Season 4 trailer for Season 4 review. Just scroll down the page, you'll see it a few videos down. And you know, give the content a like, and ring that bell. With all the changes in YouTube, this is very important. Ring that bell for notifications if you dig the content, so let you know when more of my content hits your screen. We'll see you down the road real soon. Thanks for watching.